Welcome everybody to the Dragon King Entertainment channel, where we are reviewing The Dragon Prince. Whoa.
He
So
made me
bad.
watch it.
I did. I had a gun to his head and everything.
He made me watch it, and on top of that, he fucked up the intro because he didn't say it's the Dragon and Bear show.
Yeah.
You're a disappointment.
I'm tired. I'm always a disappointment anyway.
Anyway, yeah, he chose this month the Dragon Prince Series 1, aka Book 1, Moon, which is
Yes.
available over on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 9-episode series, which currently consists of 3 series, and many more to come apparently.
Yeah, the 4th series is meant to be coming out in 2022, hopefully.
Apparently it's meant to be like another 4 series.
Oh,
Apparently.
yes.
And there's a game coming out.
Yeah. It's got a very good open world.
And there's a tabletop game that's out.
Yeah.
I looked into a lot of stuff and was like, okay, it's that big, is it? Like, it's that like popular? Because I can 100% agree why it's that popular, because it is a really good show.
It really is.
I mean, it drew me, and I binge watched the first 8 episodes back to back, then fell asleep, then woke up, and then watched the last episode. But it really drew me in with its really good story and really great characters. There's only one negative I can give it.
Ooh.
They need to fix the fucking frame rates because it's very jittery. Apparently they do in the second series. Apparently the second series does fix it, but the first series is quite a bit stuttery at times, and that kind of stops it from being like the toppest of tiers. Because I mean, the animation is quite unique and different to what I'm used to. But I mean, that frame rate issue kind of fucks it for me and stops it from going like to the top tier.
Yeah, it does get fixed. Like I've already caught up, not from yesterday, but like
before.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna binge watch the whole show now.
But yeah, it is a great show. I really enjoy it. Like I've only seen it once before this, and that's only because it just kept popping up, and I was like, oh, okay, I might give it a shot.
Yeah, it's been on my list on Netflix since like 2018, and I just kept going, oh, I'll watch it. 1 year passed. Oh, I'll watch it. Another year passed. I'll watch it. And then Alex brings it up, and I'm like, okay, I'll have to watch it now because you're making me watch it, and I'm glad you did, because I would have put it off for another few more years.
I'm good at making people watch things. Just ask James. I really enjoy it. Like, yeah, there are a few moments of lag, which I've been calling it, but it's frame rate.
It's basically lag. That's all I basically call it for. I'm just like, god damn it, someone needs to fix this. It's laggy as hell.
And yeah, the characters are so diverse, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel like these sort of shows, they need some really good characters to drive through with the story, and I feel like this definitely nails that.
I mean, come on, they've got Sokka from Avatar.
Yeah, that I was gonna say, there's a lot of Avatar feels within this show, and it's not just because the main character's voiced by the guy who voiced Sokka from Avatar.
There's a reference in one of the seasons.
I read that. Apparently, there's a reference to it.
Yeah.
See, I definitely feel like there's the Avatar vibe, because obviously they've got a pet in this as well.
Yeah.
And it's the one that everyone loves more than every other character, because Bait is like the best character in the show, hands down.
Yeah. Bait is basically a pug.
He's basically your run-of-the-mill animal comedic character from any sort of animated show possible, but we love him anyway.
But he's just a grumpy little shit that just shows emotion through colours.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like the colour changing. That's quite cool.
And like, you get quite a lot of information in the first season as well, don't you?
There's quite a bit of character development, to be fair. For like 9 20-minute episodes, there's quite a good lot of character development from obviously your main trio of characters, which is obviously Callum, Ezra, and Rayla. Which I find funny with her, for the fact that every other one of the elves basically have a normal accent, and you always know then when the one's got the standout accent, like completely different to the rest, like they're the main character. As soon as I heard all the elves speak in like episode 1, I was like, okay, and then you hear her and go, she's gonna be a main character in this show just because she's so different to the rest of them.
She's so Scottish,
but she's great.
She is.
She's in one that sort of evolves as the show goes along, until she becomes obviously more friendlier character to everyone, and that works very well.
See, I've got like Bates, obviously one of my favorite characters because it's Bates. But I like Claudia.
I like her as a duo though with the brother.
Yeah,
I think they work a lot better when they're together.
they do. But
I.e., the horse fighting scene. It wasn't the horse. I looked up and was like,
disgusted, but also proud. I do kind of I kind of see myself in Claudia a bit. Like
talking about just Hayden.
Pardon?
You talking about just Hayden?
No.
You're that other character that you sent the image of.
Just a random NPC. Just with no glasses.
Yeah, I do like her as a character, but I do feel like she works a lot better when obviously the duo are put together and just basically being two siblings that are always bickering and taking the piss out of each other. I do love the comedy in the show. That's what kind of drew me even episode 1. 'Cause not a lot actually happens throughout the first series. It's just like little bits here and there, but I feel like obviously from the characters obviously just being idiots and just in general developing throughout the first series, that's what draws you in more. Like, as I say, episode 1, I sent you the message when I was watching. It's like, okay, the comedy is really drawing me in. It's like really stupid, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it was episode 1. It was episode 2. It was one of the early episodes. I'm actually saying the comedy is really drawing me in, and I mean, though I saw a lot of the comedy like a mile away, i.e. the burp on the mountainside.
Yeah,
I jokingly went, "Hey, it'd be funny if he burped and then this happened." Then he burped. I was like, "Am I psychic?" Because I saw that coming.
Yeah, it's kind of like a slow starter, like a slow burning candle. Like it takes up to episode 3 for actually the characters to start on their journey.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, because it means you get enough time throughout the first episodes with these characters to actually get to know them, get to like them, and get to see who they actually are. Obviously, your two princes, you're obviously your elf, and then obviously your two siblings. That you get to know these characters, all their flaws, all their like positives, who the villains are clearly, who the good guys are clearly. You get to know all that within the first episodes before obviously it kicks in with episode 3, which I think of the early episodes is probably one of the best episodes. I think it might be one of my favourite ones of the entire first series. Because there's
you can see a bit of dark magic.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool shots within that episode, specifically the build up to the elf battle. There's some really good zoomed out shots which really got me with the moonlight in the background. That was really cool. I feel like that and like some of the very later episodes are probably one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, definitely.
I will say as well, obviously something that you mentioned, obviously the representation. Obviously, there's a deaf character in the first the middle half of the series. I say I'm gonna call it the middle half because she's only in like a small arc. But I mean that's a really cool addition because I mean like deaf characters in general have been getting added a lot into like shows and movies as of late.
And then this one's quite, I wouldn't say old. It's like it's not a new show.
It was 2018 this came out.
Yeah.
And 2019.
Sounds like 3 years ago. God, it's old. But like that's basically the time when they still wasn't added, but they also were just about to come in.
And so, like, as of now, it's like a lot of like shows and movies do have this sort of deaf representation within the form of obviously a Quiet Place. That's obviously a big one. Eternals, that's recently had one in, and obviously she was also in The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it's like a big thing at the moment, and it's really nice representation within this, especially it's a kids show.
Yes, because then it gets to show to kids that it's normal.
Basically.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think it was great, and her like
interpreter. I think they call it interpreter in the
it's interpreter, but that's what they're called like in general. But I'm just stupid and forgot the word. They have some good chemistry.
Yeah, I did love the interpreter, especially like late on in the series where it's like getting into too much detail, and he's just like, "I'll have some of that. Okay, bye." He's a very funny character.
Yeah. I also like the horse droppings, the ball droppings part. where you can see he's like translating all the words, but then he has to stop himself and then think.
It's a kid show, isn't it? I can't share bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No bullshit alone.
I do like this show as well. They seem to introduce like new characters as it goes along, and each new character they seem to introduce is actually a really cool character. Obviously, as I say, the deaf character and the interpreter, they brought them two in, and that obviously they did a big part, which were quite cool. And then later on the show, they brought in obviously the wolf and the little girl, which were two great additions to obviously this like group.
And it also shows that, like with the wolf, that you don't need 4 legs to be happy, or 2 if you're a human. But if to all my dogs watching out there, you don't need all 4.
All my dogs. What? Yeah, there's some dogs just staring at the TV going, ooh, ooh.
You never know. You never know.
I will say another good thing that makes this really good for me is its music. I feel like the music is so great in this. It's phenomenal. It's what helps you draw you into some scenes. Like when it goes really sad, it knows when to make it the music like, really like sad and like go, oh, I took those heartstrings. When it gets action, it knows when to pick up the pace, pick up the volume. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm getting into this. Yeah, it just knows when to hit the right chord, and even like in between, like when there's not much going on, it knows how to play like this little background music, which sort of still keeps you going, which I really liked. It nails every aspect that I would want from this kind of show. Because the fantasy elements there, your action elements there, your comedies there, your great characters there, your villains that you're very intrigued to see where it's going with them is there.
Yeah.
It's got everything you need.
You've got like the super big bad villain, and then you've got like their somewhat incompetent, like other villains, underlings, which they're just great. I love them.
I feel like if you had like a pad with the notes on it, like with the tick boxes by everything you want from this kind of show, it ticks everything. Apart from not being laggy as hell. Everything else it ticks.
But it is a first season, so
yeah, exactly.
You can expect,
So I know they were testing like some stuff, and then when they got the feedback from it, they're like, okay, get rid of that, increase this here and there, and then obviously apparently it got fixed. But...
yeah, it does get fixed, I believe.
When I watch the second series, I'll see and be like, okay, fixes that there. Okay. I mean, I feel like the good thing with the show as well is it all builds up to a really nice ending.
Yeah, like, especially for the first season.
Yeah, usually it's like something big happens that makes you go, oh no. But this actually ends on a really nice moment. Yeah. Obviously, the last shot is obviously a sort of cliffhanger-ish shot of the villain, what's going to come from here. But I mean, just before that, there's a lot of really nice final moments for these characters. Yeah. There's different ways they could have ended it, but I personally think they ended it on the right moment. Yeah, it gives you that heart and spirit. Like, okay, that's a really nice ending. I need to see what's going to happen next because I need to see where they're going to go from there.
I do like the animals and the creatures designs. They're fucking great. Like the big bird at the end.
That was really cool.
Like Bait himself. Fucking great.
There's a lot within this show that's really cool. Even stuff that's like doesn't play a major part within the show, but it still looks really cool, and they've gone out of their way to make it look good.
Even the scenes themselves, like the backgrounds, like you get some great and amazing backgrounds. Like the part where Claudia is trying to find fireflies, and she has to go through that cave. That cave was so beautiful. I loved it. But yeah, like, there's so many nice things to look at. Same as the magic. I love the magic.
The magic's probably some of the cool aspects of the show.
Yeah, where I don't want to say anything because I don't want to say something that's not in the first season.
Don't you dare, son. You've already disappointed me once today. Don't do it again.
I'm sorry for waking up late. You can watch me as much as you want, Tom. But yeah, I like that you have to have basically a crystal ball with like an element in it. The only thing is, though, I'm not sure if you can just only use the magic that relates to the crystal ball. So like he can use like
wind and lightning.
Yeah, but would he be able to do like rain or something? or water magic, but like
Who
that's
knows?
my
Who
only question.
knows? It's only series one, and not a lot is answered. It's just sets. It's more of there to lay the foundation for what's to come later on. And the fact that, as I said, there's 3 series currently out, and then there's apparently like over 4 or something like that coming soon.
Yeah,
There's a lot of story to tell.
I do like the naming schemes as well, like the series is because this one's called Moon.
Yeah, they change
And
it each time. They basically avatar it. Book 1, book
yeah,
2, book 3.
taking my point away from me. How dare you?
I've already pointed out it's basically avatar.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, you ready to give it a rating?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Uh,
I'm ready.
I'm thinking overall, it's great.
Hmm.
It's excellent. It nails everything. As I said, the only thing that does let this first series down is the frame rate issues. So maybe if that is obviously improved drastically within series 2, it's meant obviously I've read it says it is, and you've said it does, if you remember correctly. Then obviously
It's been a very long time since I watched
obviously
this.
the other series might be a higher rating, but I think for the first series, it does a good job of getting you hooked. It does a good job of keeping you entertained. You can bash it out within 3 hours. That's good. That is. It's what
Yeah.
20, just over 20-ish minute episode. That's good for me. So I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 because dragons. It's a great show. I can't wait to watch series 2 and 3.
Basically the same as you. I love it. It's a great show. Like it's one of the shows that you can just watch and like being drawn into the story, and it just takes you away from your miserable life on this planet called Earth, into another world, which is also kind of miserable because you're kind of segregated, and you're kind of like if you're a human, naughty. But yeah, it is a great world. You get so much information about it at the beginning. The animation is choppy sometimes, but if you look past it, then it's still a great show. Like, the backgrounds, some of the actual like images that they show in the show, it's fucking great, and you get bait as well. So, but yeah, like I love the show, so I'm gonna give it. I'd say the same, 4.5. It's either a 4.5 or a 4, so I'll go for 4.5.
It's just a good show overall. I feel like definitely if that wasn't choppy, I definitely feel like it could be pushed for the 5.
Yeah. You give it a 5? What?
If it wasn't choppy, then I might have pushed it. I might have stuck the 4.5. I might have pushed it for the 5. Who knows? Shit happens.
Stop being stingy with your 5s.
Anyway, call it, Alex. Call it.
Thank you for watching the Dragon Bear show. Yeah, that's what we're called. Where next month? Is it next month?
I'm next month.
Yeah, you're next month.
And
we'll be watching
I'm taking
something
us to the Christmassy realms.
Oh no!
Because December. I've got to find us a festive animated film, because there's not many festive animated TV shows, so definitely going to be a film.
So next month we'll be watching some of the Tompics. Yay! Kill me.
Don't worry, I'll find you something nice.
Thank you very much. So yeah, next month we'll be watching something like that, and yeah, subscribe. I'm sorry.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.